Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up all my Facebook friends? Your boy's back and doing another Throwback Thursday edition album review for old school albums. And this week I'm gonna do Nas Illmatic, which is widely regarded as one of the greatest hip hop albums of the 90s and possibly one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. And this album, I mean, the original track list was only it's only a 10-track album. It's only 40 minutes long, but this album had the staying power. This album really did withstand the test of time. I mean, because lyrically, it brought a whole new level to hip hop that a lot of people haven't seen before, or that a lot of people haven't seen since Rakim's first album dropped. I mean, but of course, Nas, early Nas especially, he borrowed his style a lot from Rakim's earlier work. That was a lot of his inspiration. And wow, let's break down the track listings to see favorite tracks. Let's see, Memory Lane. Memory Lane was actually a pretty good track. It was actually one of DJ Premier's greatest production works. It's probably, I mean, like some people may skip over it, but then again, it may hit close to home. It may actually, land a special place in their heart. Represent. This is also a very good track, also a very good memorable track. It really did cement Nas's, it really did cement Nas's creativity, and it showed you what level he was lyrically. Ain't Hard to Tell. Also a very good track, probably one of the top 3 tracks on the album. Yeah, I mean, and also one of the singles that was, off the album too. Basically, it's one of the standout tracks. Life's a Bitch featuring AZ. This track not only put Nas on the map, but this, I mean, if Nas has a featured person on the track, it's very hard to outshine Nas on the track. But with this track, AZ did just that. And this is why, I mean, this track cemented AZ as one of the most underrated lyricists in the hip hop game ever. The World Is Yours. Pete Rock produced this album. I mean, this is actually a pretty nice rendition and a pretty nice tribute. And I like what he did with it. I mean, I really like, the clever imagery and the clever wordplay that went into this track, World Is Yours. And it kind of was like a premise and kind of like a lead up to his next album. But then again, I'll talk about that on another one. The #1 track on this album. You hear the instrumental playing. I don't even need to say it, do I? New York State of Mind. Wow. I mean, this is one of them tracks where, if you close your eyes, you can literally see. If you close your eyes, listen to the track, you can see what he's talking about. You can see the imagery. You can see the lyrics. You can see the violence. You can see basically what life was like for Nas growing up in Queensbridge, New York. I mean, it's just an absolute monster of a track. Probably this ranks in one of Nas's top 5 tracks of all time. Hell, maybe even top 3. And April 19th will mark the 20th year anniversary of this album release. Yes, and this album has withstood the test of time. And this really did place Nas on the map. Sure, his next 2 or 3 albums after this didn't land as didn't really maybe didn't sell as good, wasn't as good lyrically, but I'll be damned if it didn't match. I mean, well, I'll be damned if it didn't leave some kind of impact, especially with Stillmatic. But once again, that'll be another album that I'll review for a later time. All right, but anyway, just a quick wrap up. Let's see, features on this album. This album wasn't really made for features, but I would give it a 7.5 for the features. Production, instrumentals, and beats, I will give this an 8.5. Let's see, lyrically, I don't do this for many albums, but lyrically, I will give this album a perfect 10. Now, staying power and relevance, I will give it a 9.5. Overall, I would give this album a 9.7 out of 10. But anyway, for all my hip hop heads, what do you think? Where does Illmatic play on your list of top albums of all time? Do you still own this album? And well, where does this rank as one of Nas' top albums, or maybe in your best albums of all time? Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Thanks for listening. Peace.